Right then, guys, I'm still feeling extremely Phil after Alexander Usyk's massive win over Tyson Fury last night. Let's go, Alexander Usyk. But we are now here to talk about all of the Ring and Fire fighters' next fights, so all of the key fighters on the card. So, yes, let's get right into it, starting with the winner of the main event and the loser of the main event, Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury. First of all, let's be real. Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury will rematch. I don't usually like seeing rematches in undisputed fights, but we're gonna get this though. We will. But to make it more fun, I've picked fights for these guys, which I'd ideally like to see, and that could happen and could be interesting if this rematch isn't made. Then I don't really want to see the rematch. I want to see both guys go separate ways now and do their thing, and possibly get. I know, like we could get the rematch down the line, but ideally, I'd want to see other fights next. But we will get the rematch next. Anyway, we'll start with the main event winner, the main man, Alexander Usyk. I'm very Phil. First of all, yeah, I think he should be fighting Joseph Parker. This is a fight I would absolutely love to see, to be fair. I like both guys, but I'd, of course, root for Usyk. But yeah, I think this is a big fight, to be fair. A big fight. And I've always fancied this matchup no matter what. I would have always fancied this matchup no matter what happened in the main event. Same as the matchup I've got for Fury. But yeah, I think this is a fantastic fight. Parker can box really well, to be fair. Parker's clever with his shots. He's got good, and Parker's got underrated power as well, in my opinion. Usyk as well. We know how great he is. In my opinion, he's 100% in the top 5 best heavyweights ever. Alexander Usyk is 100%. Alexander Usyk's in the top 5 best heavyweights ever. I'll probably make another video on that at some point. But yeah, Usyk's power is very underrated, but I think Usyk probably is able to get a decision win against Joseph Parker. Parker's a tough guy. I think Parker will be able to pick up the yards round here and there, but overall, I feel like Usyk. I feel like Usyk will definitely take it, to be fair, on a points decision. But can Parker win this fight? He's got a chance, but I'd definitely fancy Usyk to win, 100%. Anyway, next up, we've got for Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. Look, if this was to happen in September this year at Wembley, because that's obviously a card they've got planned, for AJ to main event at Wembley, I would love this fight. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. I think AJ brutally KOs him, to be fair. I'd hope so anyway, because I'm a big AJ fan, and I hate Fury, as you guys know. But yeah, I think Joshua wins this fight 100%. But it's a good fight. It's definitely winnable for Fury. 100% it's winnable for Fury, but I think AJ wins late. I think Fury will probably most likely be up on the cards. Then AJ probably knocks him out. Just don't trust the chin of Fury anymore, if we're being honest. But yeah, I still think it's a massive fight to make. Massive in the UK. Both guys taking losses to Usyk. So, there's no shame in losing to Usyk either. I think it's a massive fight still. I think it's a massive fight. I feel like the build-up would be good. I think it's a massive fight, especially over here in the UK. Obviously, yes, Fury is coming off a loss, but I still think this is worth a fight, though. I still would love to see this fight. Even if it's not for titles, if it's not for about there's still a massive purpose to this fight, in my opinion. So I'd still love to see it. Anyway, so next up, Jai Opetaia, winner of the co-main event against Breeders. I would like to see Opetaia fight the winner of Chris Billam-Smith versus Richard Riatpur. I think that this is very likely to happen as well. Probably will happen in the UK. Opetaia will come back here, probably fight Billam-Smith or Riatpur. Be a fantastic fight, to be fair, no matter who he's against. I think he beats both guys. I think Billam-Smith, star-wise for Opetaia, would be the easier matchup. Riatpur, he's a good explosive guy, so I feel like he's probably got the style to cause Opetaia more possible problems, but I think Opetaia most likely knocks both guys out. I honestly don't think anyone in the cruiserweight division beats Opetaia. I think Opetaia's levels above everyone. I still feel like, Opetaia's got a few more fights at cruiserweight, then eventually he'll move up to heavyweight, and that'll be very interesting to see how he gets on there. But yeah, I think Opetaia should fight the winner of Billam-Smith and Riatpur. That's happening on the 15th of June. Can't wait for that one. Next up, we got Marius Breedis. People are saying he should retire, but I've gone with Robin Safar, who I think he should fight. Obviously, Robin Safar got a win over Sergey Kovalev yesterday on this card, and I think Breedis should fight him. I like Breedis, so I don't want to see him go out on a loss, even though, there's no shame on going out on a loss to Jaya Patea. But no, I want to see him. I want to see him win before he retires. But he's 39 years old. There's a high chance he does. But this is a good fight for Breedis because I think this is a fight that Breedis should win. But it's a fight that Safar is a guy who could cause Breedis issues. Safar's good. He is a good boxer, to be fair, and I think he with good power in his hands as well. And I think he's got a chance to win this fight, but I think it's a fight Breedis should win. But it's a difficult one as well. Safar's he's a tough operator. So yeah, I think it'll be difficult for my voice. I think it'll be difficult for Breedis to fully figure him out, but eventually Breedis will get him out of there, in my opinion, probably mid rounds. Okay, so that's what I think. I don't want to see Breedis retire, but I don't know, he might do. But anyway, next up, we've got the winner of Anthony Cacace and Joe Cordina. Anthony Cacace, the man from Northern Ireland. I want to see him fight Lee Wood. Big fight, this, in my opinion, for us UK fans. Big fight. Got to happen. Honestly, this is... I think it's an unbelievable fight. I think Cacace will probably look to box with Lee Wood as well. Lee Wood's just got so much power in his hands. But, again, Cacace got a stoppage win over Joe Cordina. And Cordina's a real tough guy to get out of there. But, this is 100% a good fight. I mean, Cacace might actually want to fight with Lee Wood at times, but he want to be in and out of there quick, get some work done. Cacace should want to box with Lee Wood. I don't really think Cacace should stand in the pocket with him. But again, Cacace is a real tough guy. But I think this is a great fight. I think Lee Wood probably wins it. But again, I doubted Cacace going to the Cordina fight. He's a hard man to doubt. But I still would pick Lee Wood to win this one. But this is a fight I want to see 100%. And I'm pretty confident that it can be made as well. I am. Next up, we've got Joe Cordina, the loser of this fight. I've gone with him to fight George Kambosos. So, obviously, Cordina's been looking tight at super featherweight for a bit now. He has. We're looking at the Rakhmonov fight, he was looking a bit tight at the weight. Then, the Vasquez fight as well. Again, looking a bit tight at the weight. Then coming to this fight against Anthony Cacace. Cordina again looked a bit light, a bit rough at the weight. I think the last time Cordina looked really good at super featherweight was when he fought Ogawa. But yeah, apart from then, he's been in some firefights since and just hasn't fully looked stable at the weight. So I think he should move up and fight a tough challenge in George Kambosos. Cordina, former world champion at super featherweight, and he's fighting a former world champion at lightweight. Obviously, Kambosos is coming off 3 losses in a row. Cordina's coming off a loss. I think this is a good fight to make. Who do I think wins it as well? I actually think Cordina can win this fight as well. I think Cordina will actually look a lot better if he goes up to lightweight. I think Cordina's really good. I just feel like he's just looking really tight at super featherweight. So he must move up. Don't bother with the Cacace rematch. I was considering it, but it's move up in weight. It's been looking tight. And Cordina Kambosos is a fight that really interests me as well. I'd like to see it in the UK. Possibly it could happen in Wales. I mean, you never know. This could be Cordina's fight that he wants to see at that he wants to do at the Principality. I don't know about the Principality, actually, but I don't know. But it's a big fight, in my opinion. It's a big fight. I think it can get a lot of the hardcores interested. Okay, next up, we've got Ajit Kabayel. I want him to fight Dillian Whyte. I believe I mentioned it in my fight review for Kabayel and Sanchez yesterday. But yeah, Kabayel, Dillian Whyte, fantastic fight. Kabayel's got he's got a really fun style to watch. And in a way, they're kind of similar as well. They're kind of similar. Both good, solid hard hitters. They can both break their opponents down really well. And yeah, I think this is a really, really, really interesting fight, in my opinion. Kabayel and Whyte. I think Whyte's past it now. I don't think he's as good as what he was. But yeah, I think who wins it though? I think Kabayel wins. I don't think Caballero will be a world champion or anything like that, but I feel like he can compete at that level, but probably fall short. And I think this is a big fight for him as well. It would be a fun fight on a Saudi undercard, in my opinion, that they could do at some point. 100%. Get this made. Massive fight. I even want to see Dillian White up against Caballero or Joe Joyce. But yeah, for Caballero, I think this is a perfect fight for him. And I think Caballero could actually nick this one. Next up, we've got the loser of this fight, Frank Sanchez. It's obvious. I want him to fight Martin Bakole. Look, this has got to happen, in my opinion. I feel like this is one which must happen. Frank Sanchez and Bakole, I just feel like it's a good stylistic matchup. I think Frank Sanchez beats him as well. Bakole's a good hard hitter, but I don't think he's better than Frank Sanchez. I know Bakole if Bakole can get in there, walk him down a bit, could get him out of there, but I'd back Sanchez to win. I think he should learn from his mistakes, and I think he should get Bakole out of there. He should learn from his mistakes from the Caballero fight, throw more shots. And Caballero's smarter than Bakole as well. So again, I think Sanchez wins this fight probably by knockout. Next up, we've got Mark Chamberlain. I want him to fight Sam Noakes. This one's obvious. I feel like it's a big fight for the British fans, 100%. I'd love to see this fight. Get it on the September card at Wembley. Must happen. Get it on that September card at Wembley. It's a massive fight for the British boxing fans. Get it made. So 50-50. Then next up, we got Sergey Kovalev. It's a shame. Retirement, I think. It's a shame because, he was one of the most dangerous men in boxing. He was one of the most dangerous men in boxing at a point, but now he only came back for the Saudi payday, and I think he will retire. That's the thing. But it's sad, but yeah, he's going to retire. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, Keyholes. Speak to you in a bit. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Let's go, Alexander Usyk. I'm very